That's right. It took me 40 years to become a part-time musician, and believe it or not, I am so thankful for that. Let me tell you my story. I started playing guitar when I was a teenager in the early 70s. And by the time I got to the end of the 70s, I had majored in music theory in college and had joined a progressive rock band. I thought I was going to make it as a full-time musician. Well, progressive rock bands don't tend to make a lot of money, and ours was no exception. I wouldn't even say that what we made would qualify as a part-time income. We made just enough to pay off our equipment loans. Yeah, like synthesizer, PA, that kind of stuff. So it was a little frustrating. And then everything changed. Everything changed. I got married. She was and is the most amazing person that I have ever met. But I had a decision point in my life. Was music, pursuing full-time music, going to be the thing? Or was she going to be the thing? Yeah, I decided it was going to be her, and I've never regretted that at all. But it did change things. Once our children began to come, the band went out the window. It really did. 4 o'clock in the morning with little babies in the house, that doesn't work. Yeah, 4 o'clock in the morning coming home from the club, that is. Anyhow, it got kind of bad at that point, at least music-wise. I had to drop back from playing electric guitar. As a matter of fact, I winnowed my herd of guitars down to one single electric guitar and almost exclusively switched to playing acoustic guitar. I sold my amps. I sold the old guitar synthesizers I had. I sold it all so that I could fund some 1 or 2 nice acoustic guitars. I also learned the art of playing guitar at home with a little kid hanging on my back or scurrying around my feet. I still have fond memories of that, but it's a little hard to practice that way. Anyway, this went on for years. It went on for the better part of 20 years. Did I mention I have a large family? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I really did kind of give up the idea that I would ever become a full-time musician. And in fact, I gave up the idea that I would become a part-time musician and kind of reconciled myself to the idea that I would just kind of woodshed in my bedroom or in the living room with little kids around my feet. And it went on and on and on until the little kids began to grow up, and at some point I realized, Bill, you better try and crank this up a little bit, or you're going to run out of runway. Like in my life, I'm literally going to run out of runway. I'm not going to have enough time before the end of my life to do anything else. Well, it was a couple of years after I started thinking that seriously that I discovered an online music marketing course, and it was like $50 to take. So not too bad. I went ahead and took the course, and it answered a lot of questions for me. And I started a YouTube channel. That was 6.5 years ago, almost 6.5 years ago. And I have to say, I'm now a part-time musician. I'm so thankful for it. I'm so thankful for all of you who watch the videos, listen to the music. But will I ever become a full-time musician? I don't think that's in the cards for me. You see, I'm in the latter part of my career with my full-time day job. And at this point, to be honest, I'm really focused on getting my youngest kids through college here in the USA, and I'm also focused on saving for eventual retirement. I don't feel like I can take the risk of just going for it. You know what I mean? Like cutting all the ties like some YouTubers and musicians have done and just go for it. If I were in my 20s and single, in the position I am now, I would probably do that because I could take the risk, but I can't take the risk. I have people depending on me. So I think this part-time status is going to continue. So am I frustrated? A little bit. But really, I'm not frustrated. I am more thankful for the opportunity that I've had over the last 6.5 years to make music, to share it, and to interact with so many wonderful people all around the world. What a blessing that has been to me in my life. And you know, I'm kind of glad that this has happened later in life. I know a lot of guys my age who are professional musicians. I don't know them personally, but you know, just in the press. Think of older musicians who have been doing it for 40 years. They're burned out. They've already recorded all their best ideas, and if they're still out touring and playing, they're just rehashing the same old songs. That doesn't sound like fun to me. I would rather be excited and wanting to create something new and wanting to share it with people. And that's kind of where I am in the way I feel about what's going on now. It's really great. So what about you? Are you a part-time musician or an aspiring part or full-time musician? The odds are against us, guys and gals. We're either not going to make it, or it's going to take a long, long, long time. Are you ready for a long road, a long journey? And do you have your mind wrapped around how you're going to enjoy the journey as opposed to being frustrated by the journey of being a musician? Because when it comes down to it, although the money's nice, and I do appreciate being a part-time musician, it does help me buy equipment and all that good stuff, but at the end of the day, it's not the money, it's the art that makes it all worthwhile.